welcome back to another day of Dota 2 with Europe, another game of Dota 2 for Europe. And we are here with Team Secret and BeanBoys. I am Shiver commentating this together with Odie Pixel. This should be a fun one, Odie.
It should be an interesting one. We've got BeanBoys once again. The team that has undoubtedly been struggling so far in the regional qualifiers, and up against Secret, one of their the strongest one of the strongest sides at the moment in the region. Obviously, Alliance, the only team that's been able to take a game off Secret so far. And can BeanBoys be the second? That's the question. Obviously, odds would say no. But that ain't going to stop singing the boys. They're going to try their best to pull out a little bit of a surprise out of the bag. Maybe day two, they're feeling a bit different. They're feeling revved up, ready to go. And maybe Secret, they didn't have their breakfast today. Or maybe they're feeling a bit shaken up. Maybe they're a bit too riding the hype of day one. We'll see. Maybe BeanBoys can do it.
Yeah, this is the second game that BeanBoys have today. They did lose against Pro Dota. And for Team Secret, this is the first day. So maybe a warm-up game for them. If BeanBoys lose this game, they're out. They're done. They're going home.
That means we get a Sing stream tomorrow, so that's all good for my diary.
Okay. Well, we know where you're.
So he better stream. We will be having words with Sing if he does not go back to his streaming ASAP.
Maybe he's gonna drown his sorrows.
Yeah, in streaming.
Oh.
And drown in the memes.
All right.
That's what he'll do.
That sounds.
But we'll see. As I said, maybe BeanBoys, we don't know. They've got a nice little opening here with the Weaver the Seer. Team Secret, though, with a relatively early Terrorblade pickup. And that is something that the Weaver is... It kind of works both ways. I mean, Terrorblade is going to need control from his teammates to deal with the Weaver. But at the same time, Weaver is going to need quite a fair few items before he can really bite through the armor of the Terrorblade and be too much of a threat in a head-on kind of carry versus carry situation.
One thing I like about the Terrorblade and Weaver synergy, if you will, in favor of the Terrorblade, is that Weaver has a fairly short attack range and therefore should normally be easy to get in range to for Sunder. And he will normally be on decent health.
True, but then again, if TB Sunders Weaver, he can just time-lapse and then... I mean, it's still,
but he still gets the
Terrorblade got the
health.
heal. It's true.
That's
it's
what
true.
matters.
But it's going to be hard to use it offensively against the Weaver.
Yes.
Unless you catch the timing out nicely.
Yeah, and Weaver should never be that close and should always be aware of the wards that are placed, because that's the one thing that could happen if he's in low health and just squishes through, but no.
Reserve time.
I think it should be fine, but it's something that could happen in favor of Team Secret. We'll see, though. It is a very early Terrorblade pickup. With an early Terrorblade pickup, is that... Why would you pick it up that early? It's not going to get banned, is it?
It could get banned. I think BeanBoys could certainly take it away. And also, it just forces BeanBoys to really think about the Terrorblade. It maybe kind of distracts them away from other areas of Secret's drafts that can be known to be very strong. You're looking at the heroes that have been banned out.
10 seconds
a lot of Puppy's favourites are still there and ready. I do like this, obviously, BeanBoys taking the CM first. Definitely a hero that Secret themselves love. So almost working as a bit of a deny pick there. Making sure that it was open part of their opener, BeanBoys.
Yeah. Alright, we have Tinker removed from the pool as well as the Timber Saw. Annoying heroes to deal with when pushing high ground, I'm thinking. That's kind of the trend between the two. Or what would you say is the trend between the two bands? Does it shout early push from Team Secret to you?
I don't know necessarily. It depends on how well the laning stage is going to go. I mean, absolutely with a Terrorblade, if they do have a really good laning time, you could see 20 minutes in, tier 2s being threatened and stuff as they group up and push. And BeanBoys at the moment, in terms of slowing down the push, they don't really have the best of options. The kind of nice thing to think about with the CM pick as well, though, it does put Puppy off maybe picking something like the Chen. Which he may wanted to have done so if Secret wanted to play that style with the Terrorblade. He may still run with it anyway, but the CM is certainly annoying. Yeah. BeanBoys with the Earth Spirit pick, so something that's it's going to be nice for playing around the Terrorblade in the fight. You've got that a bit of magical damage output. and control. So
10
suddenly
seconds remaining.
the Sunder's going to be a little harder for TB to get off, especially before he
5
has his
seconds
Mansa style
remaining.
and such. And they can look to put some early pressure, and we could see
Reserve time.
BeanBoys just prioritising on trying to make those rotations and make sure that the Terrorblade and of course whatever mid one's hero looks to be in the mid lane, not have a nice time at all.
Looking at BeanBoys, they have not got a good track record going, so you're gonna try to focus on your strength and see if you can exploit that somehow, somewhat. I think that if they were to win, they should be winning on the back of Bambo. I think he's gonna be the key player in this game. He should be put on a playmaking hero that can actually make the plays. We saw him yesterday in one of the games. He went Enigma offlane, which is in a way, I mean, that's a playmaker hero if I've ever seen one. But then he went Midas, and he didn't have a black hole the entire game until they already lost. So I really hope to see Bambo on a
Radiant
playmaker
team
hero
pick.
because I think they need it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I would have said maybe something like the Enigma or the Shaker could work now that Rubik's been picked up. That's
Yeah.
a really nice answer to any of those playmaking heroes that they
Yep.
may have been looking for, BeanBoys.
10 seconds remaining.
Because Secret now, they've got a bit of counter initiate if they have the vision to get the
5
instant
seconds
telekinesis
remaining.
to stop the hero post jumping, and also you've got that threat of the
Reserve
spells being
time.
turned around and used against you. But BeanBoys, what will they pick up here? I mean, they could switch things around a little bit, of course, as well.
Templar Assassin.
And they are going to
There
keep
you
with
go.
the
Team
kind of the
Secrets turn to
the
pick.
overall feel of the draft with this Weaver work on the physical damage. You've now got a T8. So trying to build bits together that's going to help you cut through this Terrorblade. I mean, one of these heroes is almost certainly going to have the Desolator, which you
10
probably.
seconds remaining.
I mean, I'll be interested to see who does build the Desolator out of these two. I would assume
5
that the TA
seconds
will do
remaining.
so herself, which does leave Weaver the chance to go for something potentially a bit different
Reserve
after
time.
almost certainly the inevitable Lincolns first.
Yeah, we've seen with Sing Sing yesterday. The one game they won was Sing Sing on that Weaver.
Radiant team
He was the game changer. The fight that they started winning was a fight where he had his Aghanim Scepter when they were going high ground. Would you have that like as a second or third item? Or second or third? Which one?
I mean, Ag Scepter,
If your
10
team is not doing
seconds
great, you kind of
remaining.
need it.
I mean, I'm looking at the heroes. With
5 seconds
TA, I guess, with the
remaining.
refraction is, I don't know, they're not beefy heroes. These are heroes that are going to be
Reserve
gone like
time.
Yeah.
splat if they're out of position.
True.
So it's going to be very tricky to get the opportunity to get in and time lapse them. But I don't know. It is such a good item pickup that maybe eventually. But I don't think he's necessarily going to prioritize
Team
it early on.
Secrets turn
When
to
we had it,
ban.
that game yesterday as well, Bambo was playing a Beastmaster, so perhaps that will still come out. Would you like to see Beastmaster against the Terrorblade lane? It's going to be a really rocky lane regardless, whichever offlaner is going to be up against that potential tri-lane happening right there.
10 seconds
Or
remaining.
Rubik Terrorblade with Ogre Magi helping out mid perhaps, but
5
still
I
a
mean,
tricky lane.
remaining.
I'd kind of like to see something like a Bambo Legion Commander. That hero,
Oh.
I feel that
Reserve
hero's
time.
kind of fallen out of favor. There was a period,
We saw it
over
a
a
few
month
times.
that people were certainly considering the Legion pick. And having something like that, a bit of illusion clear, having that lockdown as well, which I guess
10
they've got the
seconds
Spirit and CM,
remaining.
which are already very good in that sense. But between the Weaver and the TA,
5
they are a little
seconds
bit lacking
remaining.
on their main cores. But the Shaker's going to be banned out. We
Yep.
said, as you
Team
said, one of the
Secrets
playmaking
turn
heroes
to
from
pick.
Bambo has
Yeah.
been put away. The other big one that we have seen is the Enigma, but
Sand
already...
King comes to mind as well. He's played that.
Yeah, Sand King could certainly be an option here as well.
But Sand King is a hero that is not a frontliner, and I
10
kind of feel like they're
seconds
still
remaining.
lacking that frontliner. Yesterday we saw
Silencer.
the Beastmaster being the frontliner, and he actually jumped into
Radiant
the middle of
team
all.
pick.
This is going to be a mid one silencer.
It looks to be. We have got a help
Unless
from
we're
an
going
Ogre
to see
Magi.
a miracle style mid one Rubik, but no, I think definitely most likely is the silencer. I mean that does
10
make,
seconds
I don't know. I
remaining.
mean
It's
against
annoying
the
for a
TA,
Weaver.
it's I'm thinking about obviously with the damage over
5
time, you
seconds
can
remaining.
get rid of the refraction.
Yes.
And I guess up until level 6,
Reserve
really, you
time.
have quite a nice time in the mid lane against the Temple Assassin.
And
No,
even if you
once
don't,
the
you got
6
Ogre
hits-
Magi.
10
Yes, you're going to have the ogre in the middle as well.
Ooh.
This could be a recipe for a really nasty mid lane to come together from Secret to really punish Cancel in the middle. And Nyx Assassin, yeah, the final pick. So there's BeanBoys' hero. But yeah, Silence. I mean, I kind of like this from Secret because I feel if you look at BeanBoys' players, Cancel is definitely one that I feel that he can just drive and carry the game if he has a good start. So it feels like Secret are prioritizing putting the pressure on that TA at the start. And I think it's going to work. Ogre and Silencer, if indeed they do just sit mid and harass back the TA, it could be a little bit Bible thump for Cancel at the start.
Well, let's hope it's not Bible thump for him, because that doesn't sound good at all.
We'll see indeed. Yeah, the Silencer. A Secret. I mean, that's something that
10 seconds remaining.
Secret, I feel like, because Puppy does like the Silencer, hasn't he? In kind of a
5
multitude of
seconds
roles.
remaining.
Yeah,
Definitely
I
in the
wouldn't say,
past.
I would say, he's picked it up a couple of times. I wouldn't say it's his, favorite hero to use.
I know, but yeah, mid one Silencer. I'm excited for
Yep.
this one.
All right, let's see.
Puppy
who's playing
Rubik.
weapon. Yeah.
And the Pie Ogre Magi.
Yeah, and MP of course Terrorblade, Kezu, Darkseer. On the side of BeanBoys, it comes to no surprise that Sing Sing is playing the Weaver, Cancel on the Templar Assassin, Earth Spirit played by Boogie, Celery on the Crystal Maiden, and Bambo on the Nyx Assassin. As we have a little bit of a pause coming from the Radiant team. I'm sure that we'll get started off very soon. What is Terrorblade's starting animation? Because I see his weapons, but where does he come from?
Oh, he warps up from the ground, doesn't he? He's like a thin beam and then he stretches out.
But his weapons are already there.
Yeah, but the weapons, they are physical objects.
Alright.
He can morph and change shape.
Okay.
But his weapons
You
cannot.
convinced me.
So, I mean, watch him when he comes up. I think he comes
Wait,
up like a straight
if
line.
his weapons
and boom.
cannot
Yes.
metamorphosis, what does he do with his weapons?
I don't know. He just shoves them up some orifice, doesn't he, and just shoots laser balls out his hands. I think it just comes out of his hands, doesn't it? When he doesn't use the weapons
He just
anymore.
puts them away somewhere. I guess he puts them on his wings. He makes his wings stretch out. There
You've got me intrigued now. When he's metamorphosis, the wings just grow and he's just pumping stuff out his hands.
Yep. Alright.
And we'll see anyway when it happens.
A very early ward place. I don't think that Secret was aware that was happening, and because of that ward, they are no. I don't think they no. They definitely didn't notice Pilot Die placing that, because Pi is smoked. So both teams getting that early ward down should be going uncountered for a little while. No ward placed on the bottom lane. I always am intrigued by the starting wards, as we've seen a lot of different places. There's been a lot of starting wards around the side shop on the Radiant side, on the side lane, and that's something that you place it there because that's not going to get countered, but because everybody is placing it there now.
Oh, look at
So
that then.
eventually it will get
Seconds to
countered. And they countered that one already, so that is
Yeah.
really nice.
Secret, because I think what they got theirs out was they saw a little bit of movement from the members of Bean heading over there to get their ward down. So
That's massive.
maintaining control of that off lane, very nice. And of course that ward is going to take away pretty much just the main vision, the movements of the supports.
Yes.
So certainly Bama's going to have to be, and Cancel are going to be a little less aware of where exactly Pi and Puppy will be heading with these movements. At the moment, Puppy's staying up top. Everyone's grabbed the rune.
But that begs the question: how much space are the supports given? Do you feel like they need to babysit the Terrorblade a lot? Terrorblade against Nyx Assassin. How much help does he need?
I mean, Terrorblade versus Nyx Assassin, once he's got kind of the Quelling Blade and the poor man's, he should be absolutely A-okay in terms of CS. He doesn't really need support there to help find the farm safely against the Nyx Assassin. But we may see Puppy trying to do his best to harass him out. Mid lane, exactly as expected. Pi straight in there, and is going to be a huge nuisance for Cancel here these early levels to make sure that mid one has a very, very nice opening wave to this game.
Yeah, he went into meld after the ignite hit. It was a little bit of a panic moment, it felt, by Cancel. I don't think he was ready for the lane to start when it came to him. In the meantime, Metamorphosis is already used by MP.
Yeah.
He's doing a lot of damage to Bambo, who's already used his Spike Carapace as well. He has to be careful here.
Yep, straight up level
Punch.
1. And whilst your support's making the pull, just make sure that in this 1v1 situation you can absolutely dominate. And indeed, Bambo's forced back will pop the Sal. He's going to be fine. No, Bambo's prepared for this. He did come to lane with a fair bit of regen. Mid lane, though, Cancel once again tried to come in close for a bit of CS, but Pi, I believe they did. Did they just shrine up? Yeah, they used the shrine.
Yeah.
So Pi immediately back in, topped up with mana and health, and will force Cancel to back up himself. Use that shrine, but as expected, 7 for 4 on mid 1, 1 for 1 on TA. This is exactly how Secret planned the mid lane to go off the back of what they drafted.
Yeah, and that comes up with another question. Can the supports help out Cancel? How much space does a Weaver need to be created by supports? Are the supports free to roam or help out?
I mean, I think that's the problem, really. You have a CM who would ideally be wanting to find a few more levels, maybe just clean out a big creep or such, and she's just kind of sticking around looking. I don't know, she necessarily maybe. Yeah, she's just sticking to the jungle. She knows that if she goes there, she's a level 2 CM.
Yeah.
She's going to get bullied out of the lane as well from this Silencer and Ogre early on.
Spirit.
Spirit, Boogie. I mean, I'll be interested to see what he does. As I've seen Boogie in the open qualifiers, he had some amazing games.
Yeah.
I've seen one of his games here in the regionals, and he had a really tough time in the Spirit. But we'll see if he's able to pull out something big this game. He's smoked up, and he is going to look towards that mid lane. But Pi, he has an Invis rune, and instantly the smoke is wasted on Boogie. Solaria's still under the cover of it. But Pi with this Invis rune, it's perfect. It's not allowing him to necessarily do anything offensive, but defensively it's stopping any of his cores being rotated upon, and the mid lane is absolutely safe for mid 1. 16 for 7 against the 5 for 1. It's going to be tough for Cancel. I mean, he is a TA. He can stack up the camps and find some farm there safely, but it's not going to be the rate the mid 1's picking it up here in the mid lane. And the supports, as we're saying, from BeanBoys, unable to do anything to sort out that situation there directly.
Boogie is going to get bullied out of this jungle. That dire ward helped them so much. The smoke broke, meaning that they saw Boogie move, meaning that a whole rotation of 2 supports is wasted, and that is so much time wasted. Time in which the Weaver is not protected properly, even though he has got a decent time farming right now. Time in which there's no help for a Templar Assassin who is now forced to go into the jungle rather than staying in the mid lane, hoping to get some last hits. And time that Nyx Assassin has to share some experience with the Crystal Maiden.
That is a sad,
loss all around.
Sad start here for BeanBoys above. The saving grace is this safe lane, but we've seen in many of the games that have been played, even when Sing gets the farm, because the rest of the team suffers so much, it's so hard for them to kind of come back from a start like this. As Secret, they have all 3 cores farming well, and Cancel just trying to do his best in terms of a catch-up job, as you mentioned, in the jungle. Top lane, Bambo, he is finding the levels. When he hits that 6, maybe we can start to see him turn around some of these lane situations and get himself involved in a bit of action. But he still needs a bit more time, and he has slowed down MP's farm a little bit, that's for sure. A few CS certainly being missed because of the presence of the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, perhaps Kezu is in trouble here. He had to search, but the Frostbite is there in time from Celery, perhaps, with the bugs there.
This should be a kill. Okay,
He's
goes straight for the TP out. And
he should be okay.
Yeah, cleverly done there from Kezu.
And if he were to turn around, maybe Paladai could have helped, but he was too far away. He did get a very deep ward down, though. The aggression can begin.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice little TP there from Kezu.
Yeah.
Without that, he would have certainly been dead. There was no shrine to move to. And Singh would have loved to have chased that down, picked himself up a bit of bloody action on the Weaver, and it would have been the first blood, but first blood could be potentially happening mid. Cancel. He's hiding, but he's ticking down.
He's taking so much damage. He has not got a refraction. He has got mana for refraction.
Yeah, he's got it now, so
there you go.
It'll be fine.
That Crystal Maiden Aura helping out for sure.
Oh, I say that. What level is this curse?
That's level 3.
It's not going to kill him. He's got the Fairy Fire. He's got the Fairy Fire.
Yeah, he's going to be forced to use it.
Yeah, if he didn't have that Fairy Fire, he would have been a goner.
Depending on how fast the courier was there. In the meantime, bottom lane has got some action happening. That time, Kezu cannot get away. Frostbite. They're holding him in place.
Perfect from being
TP still on cooldown. So.
And yeah, Kezu with misplay should not be letting that happen really. Weaver. And see him getting the kill. We'll see if he sticks around in that lane. Oh, but mid lane, mid 1.
Mid gone.
Yeah, Bean. They're getting the kills. Puppy will come in with a rotation. In fact, he may just find this. Cancel still does not have the refraction. The curse will tick him down as mid 1
Is it in that case not better to let Rubik kill you rather than to let the silencer get the last hit?
Radiant's
No,
middle
you
tower
want the
is
silence to
under
have the
attack.
gold.
Yeah, okay, but yeah, if you're a team secret. But I mean, if you're Boogie.
Oh, sorry. What did Boogie get the final touch on?
No. Sorry, if you're Templar Assassin, if you're
Yes.
cancel,
Yes.
you should want the Rubik to have you killed rather than the silencer. He could have just made himself visible, let Puppy have the last
okay.
hit, rather
Okay, you're
than the
saying give
silencer.
Puppy the gold instead of.
Yeah, instead
I
of
mean,
the
it's
silencer.
it is only 200, but sure. But you gotta.
It's a very min-max type.
Yeah,
of thing.
you gotta have a very sense of mind saying I'm gonna let this Rubik kill me rather than just press all the buttons and try my best to see if I can survive.
Nah, yeah, but or you can just, I am a calculated person. I know I'm gonna die. Best way to die is to a Rubik rather than
I
a
mean,
silencer.
It's the little
I don't
things,
know.
I'm sure.
It's the
but
little things that sometimes
do-
count,
it-
but yeah,
it
you're right.
doesn't matter.
At the moment, it's not of that big of importance considering the silencer's already had anyway. They're gonna have to deal with that beast sooner or later.
Yeah, I'll be
So
interested to see what
different
Mibble, but he's gone for the Midas, hasn't he? I think it's on its way out. Yeah, so it is going to be the Midas silencer. So I'll be interested to see what item he rushed. Did you hear that silencer? Was that silencer? Oh no, that was down bottom.
Yeah,
That
you were
weird
hearing-
ass laugh. Who was
you
that
were
laugh?
hearing- That was Weaver, I think, denying it.
Was that Sing Sing? My goodness,
That was
Weaver laugh.
Sing.
That's nightmare juice.
Well, let's see. First vendetta.
Yeah, this is something that Bean can study. Oh no, don't do. No, they know. They know that's an illusion.
Yeah, they.
I mean,
were
they see
also-
that's an illusion. It would have been unexcusable if they went on that. As it is visibly different.
Well,
But you never
there's-
know, in the heat of action, people panic.
I don't think they're gonna find anything with that smoke, but Team Secret rotated 4 people to the bottom lane. Rubik is
Yeah,
left up
I
top
mean-
to get some farm, get his blink dagger is very important
A golden
to get
thread.
some extra catch. They don't have a lot of catch other than the maybe a surge
Radiant's
vacuum, if
bottom
you will,
tower
but
is under attack.
I like that they're
Radiant
giving farm to that
structures are
Rubik, and
fortified.
at the same time, they're baiting out a fight in bottom. They know they are ahead right now, and they know that it's going to be very difficult for BeanBoys to take this fight.
Radiant's
BeanBoys know this
bottom
too,
tower is
so
under
they
attack.
are also just
Dire
dodging the fight
structures
and
are
going for the
fortified.
tier 1 middle at the same time. The pit pushing power of Team Secret is a bit better though, so perhaps they're able to
Radiant's
still
bottom
defend. Yep,
tower
they
has
are.
fallen.
They didn't even make a dent in that tower. That tower is still so high.
Nah, I mean, there's no way you can compete with the push of a metamorphosis.
No, but you could do a little bit more damage, couldn't you?
I mean, no. They
Oh.
until the Weaver gets a few items.
Weaver and Nyx Assassin, can they take down Terrorblade by himself?
Who we got? We got
never
mid
mind,
one in the
there's a
neighborhood.
silencer there too. Sentry Ward was already down. They saw the Vendetta. Nyx Assassin should be able to still escape, perhaps teleport out from mid one. Now they're chasing down an MP and BeanBoys
Oh.
wants to go again. Why would he do that? He just killed himself.
He is going to kill himself because he casted a spell.
Oh. And at the same time, they lose the Crystal Maiden as well.
Oh, Bambo.
Bambo.
I mean, he literally gave his life for that
Celery.
attempt, but they were never going to have the damage after that stun to get the kill.
Well, at least Cancel gets himself a kill right there.
Oh my
They
goodness!
stuck
And
around.
the ancients. That is big for Bean. That is beautiful. Cancel.
They stuck
He
around too long after killing
he
a
just
TM.
walked into a gold mine and
Yeah.
harvested the entirety of it.
Yeah, it's like, what do you think?
Easiest double killer Cancel's life there. So yeah, Secret maybe getting a little too cocky with that. They had the ward out, and I guess they felt that they were just safe to walk in and take that, but they were very low life.
Yeah. I do love the warding coming out from Team Secret. They basically control the Radiant jungle right now. We do also see Bean going for the control of the Dire jungle. And even though they got the ward down there, they can't actually farm in the Dire jungle. It's just not safe. They still have that tier 1 tower standing there on the top lane, so not really any chance to use the vision up top. Yet, at least they see that nobody is farming in the jungle, which already is a big tell that Team Secret just wants to play on the aggressive side right now.
What we got coming out here for mid one? It is just okay, finishing treads, and then we'll start to see what his first item is, whether it be the Atos or something a little different. I know mid one has a lot of different ways of playing his hero.
Metamorphosis.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And let's see if BeanBoys can do anything about this. Last time they tried to go for a trade, cancel
Can't do that.
and
Radiant's middle
Solari up to the
tower is
top,
under
but yeah,
attack.
they're not in a position to put on any pressure.
Oh, CM. She'll tank the gang. Puppy. I mean, if 3 people smoke.
Oh, and they've caught out
Oh!
Boogie as well, just sitting there, global to make sure he can't get away. And
Why was he still sitting there?
I don't know, as I said, Boogie, he's been a bit hit and miss on his Earth Spirit
Radiant's
performances.
middle tower is under attack.
And this game,
Radiant
struggling,
structures are fortified.
and with 2 of them down, Secret are going to make sure that they take as much as they can from it. And
Dire's
as we were
bottom
mentioning in the
tower is
draft,
under
these
attack.
early portions, I said 20 minutes, but 11 minutes in, they're taking down a tier 2 in the mid
Radiant's
lane.
middle tower
Yeah, and
is
they're
under
not
attack.
they're
Middle
not
tower
stopping for
has
now. They
fallen.
are defending their top lane, but they want to continue with this pressure, I would believe. They're not giving Bean a lot of space to get their items together, to get their farm up. They're not giving Bambo any time to use his vendetta either, and he wants to try and hunt
Bambo.
people by themselves, but if people are going to be grouped up all the time, who are you going to be able to kill? It's already difficult enough with the heroes that they have. Basically, the only one they could potentially kill is the Rubik.
Yeah, I mean, but this is the thing, they need... Bambo can't do anything on his own in terms of killing anyone, unless he catches someone low jungling. He needs a +2 with him.
Dire's
Yeah.
middle tower
And it's not
is
like they
under
have
attack.
anything like an invoker or something, something to combo with the movements of Bambo from afar. They need to actually have someone physically with them. Boogie's got to be in the neighborhood, ready to roll in. I mean, between the 2 of them, they can certainly get action done. Boogie is level 7,
Yeah.
but they have to find an opening, and Secret aren't giving it to them at the moment. They're consistently just grouping up as a team, which really destroys what BeanBoys draft wants to do at this portion of the game. They can't find the pickoffs. They can't get stuck into the action because Secret collaboratively are just stronger at this stage of the game with their lineup and the start that they had in the lanes.
Yeah, if you only take a look at the net worth, that looks pretty
Radiant's
grim
courier
for
has been killed.
BeanBoys, especially now that their
Dire's top
courier just
tower
got killed
is
off.
under
There was
attack.
2100 gold in there. What? Where did he go?
Have you got the courier hook you set?
I thought I did, and then it just disappeared. It used to be.
Rip. I mean, 2100. What was it? I think it. No,
Radiant's
it was
middle
definitely. It
tower
was.
is under
It was
attack.
Sing Sing's ultimate orb plus some extras, maybe a couple of TPs or something. So that is going to postpone his Lincoln Sphere. Top lane, they try and go on pipe, but the global silence to save the Ogre. And now Secret, they're going to look for the turnaround. Boulder Smash from Boogie, holds back 3, but they lift him up, take down the Earth Spirit. He does get off the Magnetize in time. Cancel, trying to move forward. Solari in the tree line with a freezing field, making Secret think twice about moving in. So Secret back up, wait for the Magnetize to come off. And Beaned, well, considering the global size of the ball being used, they minimize the catch. Oh, Bambo. Oh, he went back for the greedy Midas. Can he play his way out of this? He will try and slow them down. The surge is there onto the metamorphosized Terrorblade, but MP feeling a little scared of how it goes. He can't cancel. Blinks forward. Again, he's going to be fine. Secret a little low on the mana. Hard for them to get much done here. Bean would really love to go back in. They know that at this point, Bean just have quite a bit more in the tank.
Yeah, with the tower there as well. I don't think. Well, does Secret really want to go in on this?
Well, they have mana boots up. They
They know the
have
shrine
the
is
urn from Puppy as well, so everyone is
Yeah.
back to pretty good health.
Secret also knows that there's no charge on the shrine, and still though it is very risky, and they see that too. They rather not take the risk, and we'll just continue farming. I am surprised nobody died in that fight. Did nobody die in that fight? Nobody died in that
No,
fight.
they did. The Earth Spirit died.
The Earth Spirit died in that fight. Ooh.
Top lane Bean going in very aggressive. Cancel, blinking under the tower. Look towards Pi. He tries for the TP out, but the wraparound's there for the Nyx Assassin, and that's one down. Pi's out. Puppy stolen the Shikuchi.
As one.
Do they have detection? That's the question. I don't think they do they?
Nice.
They don't, but they do have the Carapace. And Puppy,
Oh, yep.
can he play his way out of this one?
I don't
No, he
think so.
can't. Sing takes him out as he Shikuchi's
Dire's
through him.
top tower is under
And
attack.
Bean getting
Dire's
2 kills. It is
structures
just
are
the supports, but they get an objective off the back of it.
And that's massive. I think
Radiant's
cancel with
bottom
that
tower
is
under attack.
one extra item
Dire's top tower
towards
has
his
fallen.
Desolator. He's got almost half of it now. They do have a lot of pressure coming in on the bot lane, mid lane, but that just means that there's extra gold to farm for the team.
Oh.
They've had difficulty farming, and I think they can get some extra gold right now. What? is Terramblade doing?
Oh, he's
What
got-
is this a ganking Terramblade?
Well, he's picked up an Invis rune, and with the Metamorphosis, he's going to see if he can find an opportunity to go for a kill. He has Kezu, so he can be surged up and can chase down.
And they had the award as well.
Boogie's a little bit tricky, as he has got ways to escape, but no one Puppy's there with a telekinesis. They actually dropped the wall down on his head as well.
Why not? I'm loving these, again, aggressive boards coming out from Team Secret. They saw that Earth Spirit coming in. They know the exact amount of people needed to take the kill. They take it. It might seem a little bit of an overcommitment for a kill, but it just constantly ensures that Bean cannot leave the premises of their base almost. They have some map control outside their base, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Sure.
And Secret will move from objective to objective. Smoke up. DD, Metamorphosis on MP. They are going to be able to take this Roche before Bean even come close to thinking about it. As this will be a very, very easy Aegis for Secret. And with that, they'll almost certainly wait for the next Metamorphosis to come back off, as they're in no rush at the moment with the flow of the game in their hands. Now Bean, it's, you know, you're looking towards Cancel completing that Desolator. And indeed, Sing's just going to go for the Dragon Lance next after the Lincoln Sphere, so bulking up, tanking up, making sure he can keep that distance, and of course not needing to get the Deso himself. He'll rely on Cancel getting in with the first touch of his own Desolator once it's done on the T8.
Nice little gimmicky play there by Puppy, pulling a creep so that Weaver would get silenced. He stole the Geomagnetic Grip from the Earth Spirit. Earth Spirit normally is not really a hero that you have useful spells to steal from as a Rubik.
Yeah, I
Because you
mean,
need the rocks and all that.
you could try and use his stones against him, but most of
Yeah.
the time you're placing the stones just as you're doing the spells, so you have to be super quick and super smart
Yes.
about your positioning, which is, yeah, it's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at Bean, there's certainly some good news happening for them. You know, Bambo with the Midas, halfway through the Aghanims. That is going to be a big issue for Secret's pushes. And of course, CM as well. So Larry got the Midas as well. I think he had about 14 minutes in. So they will have that goal progression that will certainly help them in the situation that they're in. And Secret, they may feel like that they are slightly pressured to break high ground sooner than later, because late game the maneuverability of Sing's Weaver and potentially the damage output that can come from Cancel's TA could be rather terrifying for Secret, but we'll see if it gets to that point. Sing has pretty much finished off that Dragon Lance, and the same can be said for Cancel's Desolator. Just 150 gold away, and he'll have that one done. Top lane, trying to make a go here onto Puppy. Puppy can play his way out at this one. Falling low, they'll put the Magnetize, make sure that the Rubik's dropped, and they'll get it. Mid one will turn up with the Atos going for Boogie, and Boogie not going to make it out. Vacuum there from Kezu to secure the kill in return.
Just to be sure.
Radiant's bottom
You know,
tower
during
has
Star
fallen.
Ladder, Team Secret, every game they played, or in most of the game they played, they were doing really well on the laning stage, and then they kind of fell apart in the mid game.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Now they
is
seem
under
to have
attack.
shaped that up a bit with their last recent performance, the games they had yesterday. But in this
Dire's
game, it
middle
seems
tower
like
is
BeanBoys
under attack.
is abusing that fact a bit. They are getting more space than what they were during the laning stage. They are being given a chance to come back almost.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Top
attack.
lane though, Bambo is not going to make it.
Vacuum. There you go.
And mid one starting to rack up the intelligence. He's got
Yeah.
12 stolen so far. And now Secret ready to go.
Radiant's bottom
Right,
tower
on the
is
top.
under
Still on
attack.
for a little while.
Nah, it's gone down now.
gone.
So they've got to wait 8 seconds, but they can certainly push the tier 1 now without it. They don't need to rely on it anymore for these smaller outer towers.
Radiant's
And of course,
structures
Bean
are
themselves
fortified.
still certainly wanting to get some more tier 1s. They've only been able to take down that top one so far. More potential money is
Radiant's
there
top
and ready
tower
on the map.
has fallen.
Sing will be going for the Diffusal
Dire's
Blade next.
structures are fortified.
And Cancel, we'll see what he opts for, see if he feels like he does need to get a BKB this game. Straight up after Deso. Mid lane though.
Yeah, they want to try and take this. Global Silence is already used. His Crystal Maiden is not going to live long, and Weaver picked up as well. In the meantime, from behind, it was Pylon Die. He found Boogie.
Dire's
Can he stun him? Yes, mid-roll, he gets him. Where's the
Radiant's
backup? The
top
teleport's
tower
there.
is
I
under
don't think he's
attack.
going to be able to make it out. Oh, he did. There was no lift. Lift was still on cooldown.
Yep, they used the
So
vacuum and
was
telekinesis
Vacuum.
in the first fight,
Yeah.
which
Okay.
isn't the worst. You don't kill the Earth Spirit, but
You
it's
got
an
the
Earth
Weaver.
Spirit.
That's all you need. really.
Yeah, absolutely.
They can still go high ground with this.
They get the 2
Radiant's
big
middle
kills.
tower
Yes.
is under attack.
And this is scary. Again, you know, Secret, they're pushing in hard. And this is without Metamorphosis. They'll have that as well in 20
Dire's
seconds.
middle tower is under attack.
And we'll see what BeanBoys can do to just hold back this push. 21
Under
minutes
attack.
in, the base being threatened.
Dire's
Bambo
middle tower has
hasn't
fallen.
quite got that Aghanims either. Maybe if he had the Aghanims, this could be a bit of a happier story for BeanBoys on the defense. But the tier 3 is already
Radiant's
gone.
middle tower has fallen.
MP, 2 seconds to Metamorphosis. And he wants to go.
They're not even trying to really fight yet inside of Bean. Maybe now they do because their Rex are under attack. They have to. The vacuum comes out. That's already needs to set some down before it can do a whole lot. Oh, that Crystal Maiden ulti does a lot of damage to Kezu, but no such luck. Crystal Maiden still dies. At least Sing's able to finish the job. Sun coming out in the Earth Spirits. He himself.
Oh, good Sunder from MP.
Very good Sun. Oh, cancel coming into play. That Desolator really showing what it's worth, but unfortunately, mid one, he's just too big right now. Triple kill for him. He's chasing down Boogie. He's not going to continue to chase. They're just going to go for this Rax Aegis. It appears full health, full mana for MP.
He really wants to finish this MP, and he should get. There'll be a buyback from Cancel, who's straight into the fight, but mid ones, the Cancel's possibly going to die a second time here. He just can't out damage the Silencer, and mid one's out. They got what they hoped for there. I mean,
Killed the Terrorblade, though.
true, but they die backed on the T8. They still lost the melee racks. It's nice that they killed the Terrorblade, but Secret, they're absolutely fine with giving that sacrifice for that push and getting that die back out of Cancel, which is really going to set him back on the TA's farm.
A bit of a messy fight as well for BeanBoys. They don't have a clear initiator, and that's kind of their problem when their racks are under attack. The only thing they could do is send in Bambo and hope, you know, that they will attack Bambo when the Spike Carapace is on. But it's not as much of a playmaker as, for example, an Earthshaker or Sand King that we talked about, or even an Enigma would have been. Unfortunately, he can't be the initiator that his team needs right now. He's the stealthy one. He's supposed to pick people up. Now, when he gets his Ags, though, that
Bambo,
is some
yeah.
nice high
When he
ground
gets his
defense.
Ags,
Yes.
yeah, these pushes from Secret are going to be much more difficult for them, and he does have that complete now.
Yep. So that will be a game changer, I think, for high ground defense. As far as that goes, we'll see though. Cancel is starting to look pretty good on the damage. He is still very squishy, and that's going to be his problem. We saw him go in. We saw him obliterate the Terrorblade, but he himself got obliterated in return. The moment his refraction went down, Silencer could just right-click him down and kill him.
Yeah, it's a hard matchup for a TA that did struggle in the early stages against the Silencer because the pressure that Secret put on Cancel in that mid lane, which has really paid off for getting mid one to where he is. I think is Secret aware that there could be someone hiding in the tree line.
They've often used. I was going to say
Ah,
they
they
often
scan south,
scanned at that
yeah.
point, but they scan south indeed. So Celery is going to live to see another day.
They knew that Bambo or someone was there, and that they were hanging by the sentry just in case Bambo was coming around at a vendetta. But
Celery, you
Bambo
showed. Oh, why would you do that?
Oh, I mean that. If he's not gonna make it out. He's certainly not gonna make it out.
A Rubik stole freezing field.
Did you? Oh my. Okay.
I
So Puppy gets. Yeah.
Dire's
I
middle
mean-
don't know
tower
what
is under
that was.
attack.
He had a teleport scroll. He was
We
not
we
forced to
do
be
see
there.
CMs doing these farming ults, but that
He wanted to cut the creep wave perhaps as well. Perhaps he was
Pretty
expecting
much.
Secret to push
As-
harder and to
yeah.
not be around anymore. But they
Yeah.
don't have the vision to make these assumptions.
yeah, that was unfortunate for the man. Yeah, giving away a freezing field, not ideal.
No.
Not
That's
ideal.
a really nice spell to have, and Rubik has got the Blink Dagger. In terms of disables, we're gonna see Earthspear trying to kick rocks in, you know, to defend the high ground. So you can't interrupt with that.
Radiant's
At
top tower
least
is
Nick
under
Assassin with
attack.
the Zaghanim scepter should be able to interrupt the Rubik attack.
True, we're
Radiant's
unlikely to
tower
see a
has
massive
fallen.
Crystal
Or
Maiden ult from Puppy unless they've managed to take down those two main offenders at the start. And well, they've found CM. Immediately, look at this damage just ripping through him. They'll pop the shrine to keep Celeria alive.
Yeah.
And we'll see Bambo with the Ags play start to do his best to stall off the aggression of Secret on this top lane push.
Yeah, Spike Carapace, by the way, from Bambo is also going to be a great way to deal with the high ground defense, Puppy does get in with that freezing field.
A puppy. He just
knows.
comes straight in.
He
And with the
knows.
glue, oh, the 4-man vacuum. And there we have Puppy with the freezing field as they start out. Singh will get the chance to time that off just in time. He will survive. But they've lost Bambo, who has no buyback for 40 seconds. The Axnix Assassin is out of there. The tier 3 on top as well. Pi being focused here by Cancel and Singh, but Singh held back by the root. Boogie comes in the middle of it all with a nice magnetize, but the damage is just not comparable to what Secret have. As 21 to 11, Secret will take the second lane of Rax, and BeanBoys running out of options here in the regional qualifiers. They made a fantastic run in the opens, but their hopes and dreams have been slowly and surely shattered over these first couple of days of the group stage. As well, Cancel here will hide, tries for Puppy, but Puppy has to go. Scepter walks off, turns around with a fade
No
bolt.
buyback either. GG, cold, there you go. BeanBoys are not having a chance to move forward.
Yeah, was it
Still have more games. They
5
will
losses
actually-
now?
5 losses.
5 losses is the bad. That's the bad number.
Yes.
GGXD.
Now their games that they have against others still matter, and generally it is assumed that teams will continue.
Oh,
playing
they'll
if they're
definitely
eliminated,
play
yes.
them. They'll definitely
So
play them.
that means that the next game that BeanBoys have is the game after this is
Okay.
versus Ninjas in Pajamas.
Ninjas in Pajamas.
You're
And
commenting that with Toby.
yes, I am. So we'll see how BeanBoys, if they can get like a glory win on the way out. But
I'm expecting to hear loads of shouting from this.
well, we did
room.
it. I casted with Toby yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was disappointed by the amount of shouting.
Well,
Lack of
it was
shouting.
I can't remember what the game was actually. I can't remember. We've had so many games. Oh, yeah.
You casted Bears versus 4 Protect 5. I guess that was.
Oh,
fairly
it was
one-sided.
not really a game to shout about. I don't think.
Yes. The next one, maybe a little bit more, as Nip has been struggling. And Ninjas in Pajamas, it's so important for Ninjas in Pajamas.
Did
to win
Ninjas
these
in
games.
Pajamas beat 4 Protect 5?
I believe
That was the game just before us, wasn't it? They did, didn't they?
They did.
They
yes,
did. So they did.
But they
Sin managed to
lost
secure
against
that one.
Elements, and that's
Yeah.
where
So
the
Elements
trouble is.
are looking pretty. They're looking on the up now.
Yes, and Nip was looking a little bit shaky, but they need to win against BeanBoys. So we'll see. Even though BeanBoys don't have any effect anymore in their own destiny, they can definitely ruin others if they still have a good run here for the rest of the games. Team Secret is still looking good. They're 5-1 now, and they are looking solid to be in that top 4. Nothing is guaranteed yet, apart from Pro Dota Gaming and Alternate Attacks, and now also BeanBoys joining them in the guaranteed out. And that's already 3 out of 4 teams that are guaranteed out, so that's going to be very close for the 4th and 5th slot there. Anyways, thank you for watching. We'll be back with more Dota 2 for the Kiev European qualifiers. Stay tuned.